Hi, I'm Andrea Faberlle-Diaz, and I work in Indiana Advanced Industries. I grew up in Puerto Rico, born and raised. I went to the University of Puerto Rico, and once I graduated around 2023, I was looking for my next step, my role. During undergrad, I did work in a pharmaceutical company. I was interested in Eli Lilly in Puerto Rico. And once I kind of made the approach, there were more opportunities here in Indiana since the parenteral side, the injectables, was expanding rapidly. So I would say that I was confident in some parts of the pathways, others were a little muddier. As far as college went, I was pretty confident that I was going to go to the University of Puerto Rico. As far as what I was going to pursue, I knew it would be something in STEM. Unfortunately, I am not good at math, was not then, am not now, so engineering was off the table, right? When I graduated high school, I really had no idea what I wanted to do. Career-wise, I was just kind of, okay, next step is college, figured out what I wanted to do for college, go from there. Once I got to college, I will say that something I'm grateful for now, but seemed annoying at the time, is that part of my degree required for me to have industry experience. Like, once I found out that I had to get this course and they said, like, you're kind of on your own, like, you have to find your own thing, it really made me focus, okay, what am I going to do to get this kind of experience? What things do I have to do in college to be, like, the ideal candidate for any industry, really? So that kind of got me working a little harder at the biology classes and the chemistry classes and getting lab experience and that sort of thing. My role is what is known as an operations associate, that's the official title, but to kind of walk through what my responsibilities are. So I am kind of primary support for a manufacturing line. So here we run 24/7. They do need people that they can contact when anything happens off hours. So for the operations side of thing, that would be me. And I also work a lot with operators themselves and helping them develop their own skills on the floor, build up their confidence, or maybe even develop skills so that they can explore other opportunities that they could want to pursue in the future. Eli Lilly is so many things, but I think the best way we can condense it down, it is a global pharmaceutical company. We just celebrated 150 years. The headquarters are here in Indiana. We have had really great blockbuster medicines, currently weight loss, but I think that we've also made really huge strides in diabetes care, oncology, neuroscience. Like, there is a lot that Eli Lilly has been doing. I think that I already knew that I was pretty passionate about working in manufacturing, working with operators ever since my stint at the internship itself. I ended up extending it. It was originally supposed to be from June to July. I was able to extend my stay all the way till December. And I think that here, it's just kind of that, but so much more. Because everything is expanding so rapidly, you have to wear so many hats. You're trying to find how to simplify what you can. There's so many new tools constantly developing and coming out to make the work easier. We get so many new people with different perspectives that have worked in other places, and there's just so much to explore and so much to learn, and there's like really no shortage of skills that you can gain. I think that what excites me the most about this industry and why this is such a great industry to get into right now is just the rate at which discovery is going. I feel like across the industry, there's so many incredible things happening, so many life-changing medicines just being developed. I think now with the application of AI that's being put into drug discovery, like, the potential just keeps growing. And I feel like this is a really exciting industry to be in right now, just because the possibilities really feel endless. My number one piece of advice is don't be afraid to try new things, right? Always prepare, always show up, but also don't be afraid of not being maybe the most prepared person in the room, not being the most confident, right? Like, just give anything a try. I think you should really focus on finding what your ideal path to get to where you want to be is. Everyone always talks about the bigger picture and planning out like what you want to be in the end. Sometimes, in some stages, just knowing what your next step is enough. Towards the end of my college career, there was a career fair where they were recruiting for a lot of different companies. Eli Lilly does have a facility in Puerto Rico, so they usually do have a booth there. That's kind of why I approached. I was interested in working in the Puerto Rico facility, but as I was speaking with the recruiter and talking about my experiences, he said that I would actually be a much better fit for here in Indiana just because the potential was expanding much more. I think that there's a lot of different opportunities to explore. You should go to any local recruiting event. You should talk to people that you know. You should see people in the industry, LinkedIn. Like, there's a lot of ways to connect. And I think a really surprising thing when you get here is that this company feels humongous and there's so many people and there's so many sites, yet it feels like such a close-knit community.